Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. But if you're new here, then I hope you're doing. My name is Siobhan, and for today's video I'm going to be doing a January reset with me. So as you know, it's now 2025 and it's time to get my shit together, ready for the new year. So in this video you'll see me making my vision boards, you'll see me getting ready for a new job, and you'll also see me cleaning, tidying and putting all my stuff away, ready for a fresh new year. So if you want to see what I get up to, just keep watching this video. Right, it's time to take down the tree, so let's get rid of this awfully decorated Christmas tree, shall we? Let's say goodbye to these as well, the reindeer and the penguin. Goodbye. So it's now New Year's Eve and I'm going to be starting my vision board. I actually made these as of last night because it was a new moon, and I find that when I do my manifestations on a new moon, that's how you're supposed to do them. So I decided to do my vision board on the new moon last night. I started doing it for my tablet and my phone, and I have already filmed some clips for it. However, I don't know how they're going to be, so I'm just going to refilm this again so I can show you properly how I'll make one on Canva. So if I'm on my computer, I sometimes use Photoshop because I do own Photoshop, but I've been doing them on Canva for my phone and my tablet, and obviously all the images are on there, so I'm just going to do it on Canva and show you how I go through it. Obviously, you know, one of my manifestations, which is going on holiday again, but the rest of them are obviously going to be a bit more private because a lot of people like to share them. A lot of people like to share what's on the vision boards and how they make them and stuff like that, which is absolutely fine. But for me, I just like to have it for me because I know they're my goals and my personal things that I want to happen, and I don't feel like that needs to be shared. So I'm just going to show you how I make them and obviously show you the holiday bit, but the rest of them are obviously to do with me and my personal way of doing it. So like I say, I've done one for my phone, which I've had to put the images in a slightly different order to my tablet because obviously the screen is different size, and that's what I'm going to have to do with my laptop. So it took me quite a while to do last night because I started off doing my tablet and then I had to do one for my phone. It took me about 3 hours, but we're in that. And a lot of people like to do them where they are printing pictures out and sticking them on and stuff and having them displayed, whereas I feel like digital form for me is better because I'm always seeing that thing. So I'm always picking my phone up, I'll always see it on front of my phone, I'll always see it on my tablet, on my laptop or anything else like that, and I just find that I'm going to be able to carry it around with me all the time and I'll see it. Whereas if it's like at home, just in my room, or printed pictures and stuff, I can't carry it around with me and I won't be able to see it all the time, and I need to see it throughout the day, so then it subconsciously goes into my head. And that's how I like to make mine. I make mine digitally rather than sticking them like that. So yes, we're going to use Canva to create it. I'll show you how I do it and obviously where I get the pictures and stuff from, and then maybe you can do the same. This is my brainstorming of my mood board. So as you can see, this one's got less, but the rest of them have all got something else. So I'm going to try to find some images now and put these into a mood board, and then I'll show you. Obviously this one is the one that I told you about in one of the previous videos, so I'll show you putting all that together, and then that's how I make my mood boards, and then obviously add the rest in afterwards. Right, I'm on Canva. I'm going to make my vision board now for my laptop. I've made one here which is for my phone, and I've made one there which is for my tablet. So I need to make a different size. So what I do is I press create design and I go to custom design. I am going to Google the custom design, but I think you can do it for others, like it will all have pre-made ones there, so TikTok video, YouTube thumbnail, a video, a logo, presentation, etc, etc. But I usually like to do it as a custom size so I know it's going to fit properly. Right, so I've got my wallpaper set up now. I don't even know if you can see it, I'll have to push it this way. I'm going to put my holiday pictures in. Let me get my holiday pictures. So I've got all the pictures on it already, I just need to crop them again, which is really annoying. Right, so I've got all my pictures. Most of the pictures that I find are on Pinterest. Now, obviously you can't download the pictures from Pinterest, which is really annoying. So what I do is screenshot it and then crop the image and then put it on my vision board. It's still the same. So that's how I've done this one. Most of these images are from Pinterest because they've got a bit more of a aesthetic to them. So what I'm going to do now is just rearrange them into what and where I want them to be. And then what you do is just organise them how you want, and they can overlap each other, underlap each other, it doesn't really matter. Do it however you feel like you want to do it. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And I think every one I've done, for my phone, for my computer, my tablet and everything, I think every single one has been slightly a bit different in where they're positioned, because obviously I've got to do it all over again because it's not the same size, so it doesn't really matter. I've got the same images, they're just a little bit different in where they're positioned. And then obviously you can also put like quotes on it, actual images of where you want to go or want to do. For example, I've put the actual images of the places that I want to visit, so then it's more specific rather than just a random picture of a holiday or whatever. It's a bit more specific. So I've started that off. I'll probably change it up a little bit, and then I'm going to put in my other things to finish it off. So that's the start of it, and then it should look a bit more colourful, bright. For me, I like it to be bright, colourful and a bit more eye-catching, so that your brain is constantly taking it in, and that's what I like to do. So that is what it's going to be, and then obviously I'll show you what the background is going to be. So that's my manifestation sort of board from last year, and then this is going to be my new one for this year. So yeah, I'm going to finish this off, and then I'll come back to you when I'm eventually done. I've now finished my mood board, vision board, whatever you want to call it. I've now downloaded it, and I am going to set it as my wallpaper on my computer. There we go, there we go. It is set, it is done, it is finished. That one, I love this one. Every time I make them, like I say, I've made them for the past like 3 years now, and every time I make them I feel like I get better at making them, and that means it should get better as you go along. So yeah, that's my mood board now finished, a vision board, whatever you call it. There we go, so I've now got one in every single fucking thing. They're all laid out slightly different, but they've all got the same images on, and they've all got the same intentions on, if that makes sense. So yeah, there we go, done. I'm happy with it, I like how it's turned out, and here's to 2025. Like I said, it is New Year's Eve today as I'm filming this, so I just want to put some intentions out there for everyone or anyone that is watching this. Don't over exert yourself in 2025. Do things because you want to do them for yourself, nobody else. Don't push yourself into something if you don't want to do it. Like, at the end of the day, look after yourself and look after you as a human being and yourself around you, because if you're in a toxic environment or whatever, if you're in an environment that's not well enough for you, leave it. And that is my advice for 2025 going into this year, because you need it. You need to look after number one, because it's only you that's going to be affected. So if you look after yourself, yourself will look after you. So yeah, that's just an advice. Anyway, I'm going to go, and I'm probably going to have a few beveraginos later on and enjoy the last day of 2024. I forgot to film this yesterday on New Year's Eve, and I forgot to tell you that I actually received my email, what I sent to myself as of last year. So if anybody's heard of the site Future Me, this is what you can do. So you can write yourself an email in like a year's time, 5 years time, or 10 years time, and it's just a good way to look back at what you was thinking of or doing in that moment, and you want to look at your intentions and stuff like that that you've sent to yourself within that time frame. So I received it yesterday, and I completely forgot to send myself another one, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to turn my tablet on and send it to myself, because it is the 1st of January now, so it is now 2025. I usually do it at the end of the year and I completely forgot about it, so I'm going to do it now so I can show you what this site is. And I think I got it from Anastasia on YouTube, and she said it ages ago, and you can send emails to yourself, and it's just a nice way to look back on, to reflect on. So you can put whatever you want in it, and I'm sure I did one for like 5 years time. Can't remember. I did one or the other anyway. And like I said, I can't remember what I put in it because I can't even remember which one I did. So yeah, I'm going to go on the site Future Me. I'm going to have to see if I have to sign in or not, because if I do, I've changed my devices since last year. And let me show you what it looks like. Oh, 6 months. You can do it as well. Let me show you what it looks like. So this is the website. Write a letter to your future self. So I'm trying to get my light up it. There we go. So you can do it in 6 months, a year, 3 years, 5 years, or 10 years. And obviously you can do it private or public, which if you want your private stuff private, then you just private it and then send it to your email. So you can write whatever you want in it. So your intentions, things that have happened this year, things you don't, you know, you want to get rid of in the year and then move on from. Whatever you want to write, you can write in it. So for example, like reliving your moments, acknowledging growth and achievements, setting your goals and decluttering your mind. Yeah, you can write whatever you want, and obviously you can do it in 6, 1, 3, 5 or 10 years. I've been doing this for the past couple of years now, and it's just a nice way to see what's happened and what you've done in the previous year and what you want to look back on and what you want to sort of, I don't know, because your feelings that you feel now are going to be different in a year's time, 5 years, 3 years or whatever. And I think it's just a nice thing to look back on. And I swear to God, I've done one for either 5 years or 10 years. I can't remember. But send it to an email that you know you're going to keep or you're going to have for a long time, because otherwise, if you don't and you don't know the password to it, then in them few years time you're never going to receive it, because you're never going to know what it is. So yeah, so I'm going to write that now, and then I'm going to send it to myself to receive in the next year. And I think I started it and did it like the beginning of January, so like the 10th of January, just before my birthday. But last year I made sure that it came to me on the 31st, and I completely forgot about it until this morning. So yeah, I'm going to do that now. That's going to be a nice reflection to add on to this video. Right, my letter is done, so let's click send to my future self. Let me just make sure that it's right. December the 31st, 2025, private, email, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Right, I've signed in, I've sent my letter. A letter from December the 31st, 2023, 2022, and another one from 2022. And that one had a lot to say this year. 2023. Oh my God. I've done it all the way from December 2022 / January 22. Then my ones in here. Obviously I've created it today. It will be then sent on January. I've only put 1,357 words in that, so yeah. So there we go. There's my letter done. And now we wait until next year. Let's see what 2025 brings and everything that I put in that letter. Let's see how many things change. I think the last bit I put in this video was me writing a letter to my future self. Well, an email to my future self, which I have done. I have sent off to receive as of December this year, 31st. And I just think it's a nice way just to reflect on what's happened in the year. It's just a nice way to put in your intentions and reflections of what happened throughout the year, and then you get to read it back again in a year's time, and then you can say, well, actually I did this or did that, and it's changed, that's changed, or whatever. And I feel like it's just a good reflection process. So that's why I decided to do it for myself. And it took me quite a while to write, because I like to thoroughly put stuff in and try and reflect as much as I can through this email, so I can read it back and think, oh yeah, that happened, that's changed, I did that, do you know what I mean? So it did take me quite a while to do, but I did send it off in the end. I don't know if I'll put it in this bit of the video, I don't know, but anyway, I did manage to send it off. But now, today, I'm going to show you how I plan. So what I decided to do this year is plan every single fucking video that I'm going to make, because in the past couple of years I've not planned my videos out, and I feel like that's why I end up not uploading on one week, or I forget about it and I'm like, oh, I need to film this, and I'm rushing it to get a video up, and I'm like, why don't you just plan out your year, or try and plan out as much as you can, or monthly, what videos you're going to put up on your social media. So for example, on this one, I'm obviously doing this one where I'm doing a January reset. This was obviously already planned, and the one that I previously did was a look back at 2024, because I just thought it was a nice thing to look back on and to answer some questions in it, just to start off as a, you know, a different video. So I'm going to do some planning and show you how I actually plan, or how I started to plan for my new year. So I've obviously planned for this one in January, and then I'll be planning for like February, etc, etc, but I will also be planning for my booktube as well, because obviously now I have 2 YouTube channels. I just thought it'd be easier, and I'll be less stressed to think about, oh, I've got to have a video up for this time. It's not a job, it's not compulsory, but I want to be consistent in social media and me keep putting them videos out and not missing a week or doing whatever. So this is why this baby is coming out. So on here, I think I have mentioned it previously in this video, I use an app called Kilo Notes. Now you can have up to 5 notebooks on this app free, and then obviously after that you have to pay for it. And then some of the other stuff like the paper, the patterns and stuff like that, if they have got like a crown on it, you have to pay for it, but the majority of it you don't have to, and you can still use it without paying for it. So I'm going to show you how I end up planning, and I'm going to film it, screen record it instead so you can actually see me doing it. So, and with me now having a tablet that has a little pen that I can use, I can obviously write it, so it's like I'm writing in a notebook. So on here, as you can see, obviously on the screen, as you can see, I have 5 different notebooks. Obviously I'm going to blur out some of them because that's just my personal thing is, but I have this weekly planner. Now I have one that says video schedules and random shit, which random shit is just whatever I want to put in it, or things. If I am filming a video in that time, I will literally write down what I want to say in that video, and it's just easier for me to sit down and say what I need to say. In the weekly planner, I have this weekly plan, which obviously at the minute is for the week that I am currently having off, which is obviously around Christmas time. So I'll put on week commencing the 30th of December, obviously. I put on about making a vision board, editing thumbnails, editing videos and stuff. Whether I want to read or game as well, because I feel like if I put time in for my hobbies like that, I feel like then I'm not stressing myself out, I'm not overwhelming myself, because this year I want to make sure that I'm still putting into myself and making sure that I'm making time for reading, for gaming or whatever else I want to do, because I feel like last year I was definitely thinking, oh, I've got to do this, you know, coming back from work and I was thinking, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that, and then I don't have a plan. And I'm not fitting in the time to read, not fitting into time to game, and then it's just sort of like going down Swanee, and I think all I'm thinking about is one thing, which I don't want to be thinking about, just that. So yes, that's what I'm going to do. As you can see, I have nothing for Wednesday the 1st, because I thought, you know what, I'm just going to chill on that day. I just want to game, read, whatever I want to do, and just be calm, ready for the new year. So today, which is Thursday, I am going to sort my clothes out for work, because if you don't know, then I actually started a new job. Well, I haven't started a new job yet. I will be starting a new job at the beginning of January. So, or beginning of January, it's January, but I'm going to be starting my new job as of next week. So I need to sort my clothes out, sort my bag out, and get ready for the week, because I will be starting another job, and I need to do my food plans as well, because what I want to do is plan out my week and my dinners and my foods and whatever, so that I have that set routine and I'm not having to come home and think, oh, I don't know what to cook. It's already there, it's already done. I just have to leave it to defrost and then warm it up and whatever. It's just easier for me. So that's what I'm going to do. So I need to write that down actually. Oh. Prepare meals as well. And then I also need to sort my bag out. And then as I'm currently filming this as well, I also needed to film it as well as edit the thumbnails, because I want to try and get in front of my videos so I'm not having to rush them within the weekend instead. So I need to film vids, which I have done. So we're just gonna cross that out. And I just find that having a weekly planner in front of me, it's just easier to look back at, and then I know exactly what I need to do. And then once I've done it, like I say, for Monday for example, I did edit videos, I did edit thumbnails, and I did make my vision board. Tuesday I did read, and I did also plan video ideas. And then that one, obviously, I just did what I needed to do. So yes, I need to iron my clothes, I need to prepare my meals, I need to sort my bag out, film videos, which I have done, so I need to cross it out. And I'm obviously going to be editing and editing my videos and thumbnails ready to go up for the weeks ahead. And then what I also do is plan my videos. So this is my monthly plan, as you can see on the screen. This is for my booktube, so I make sure that I have, well, I've been making sure that I have separate calendars for each of my booktube videos and also these ones. So this one's, for example, I've already filmed one of them. Obviously I've already filmed 3 of them, for example, and then once they've got a little tick in them, it means I've filmed it, uploaded it, edited it, ready to go. Whereas the ones with just a green dot on here, as you can see, I have filmed it, it just needs editing and ready to go. And the same with the other one. And then if it's got a yellow mark on it, which is here, it means I've filmed it, I just haven't edited it or uploaded it yet. And then obviously my plan for the rest of them. And then for my January, for this one, we have done obviously this video, which is the New Year reset. The first one, which has already been uploaded and ready to go and already been out, as you see in this video, that was the look back at 2024. And then obviously I want to do some shop with me's, because this channel always seems to get a lot of views and a lot of comments when I do my shop with me's, like it's very popular on my channel. So obviously I do want to do that, but I find that when it comes to January, I never want to do them at the beginning of January, because I find that obviously people have just had Christmas, nobody really wants to know what's in the shops in the beginning of January. And even though people go shopping in January and stuff like that, they're going to the sales and stuff, I always find that I get lower views in January for my shop with me's. So I'm I'm going to be doing it at the end of January so that it's ready for Valentine's Day and all the new in. So that'll be like payday. That's what I'm trying to think of instead. So I will be doing shop with me's again because I do like doing them. I'll be doing it for Home Bargains, B&M and stuff. But what I want to do now is try and plan for February, which I'm going to find difficult, but I think if I get at least 2 months worth of videos ideas, then I don't have to worry about them. I've just got to film them and upload them, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm going to try and attempt to do this year, is plan a little bit more ahead. So yes, and as you can see, obviously I put my title there to know what each channel is going to be about. So I'm going to start February, which is here. So this is for my booktube. Again, I'm not 100% sure, but we're going to attempt it. So what I'm going to do first is put the dates in. So I need to find the dates, which I don't know where my phone is. So it starts on a Friday. So let's do this then. So first, obviously I don't have to put them all in because obviously I'm only uploading once, but it just gives me a better idea of what I'm doing. So February, I do definitely want to do for booktube, I do definitely want to do a reading only romance books for February. So I feel like maybe the 14th is on a Thursday, so maybe it's gonna have to be for the 22nd because I don't want to push it before that. So I'm just going to put reading only romance, which is going to be simple to do anyway. It's for the time of the love, because it's romance. It's February because it's. Then I also put that on it. I don't know why, it just stands out a bit more. It's going to be in my head. So I know I definitely want to do that. I also want to do. Oh yeah, that would be the last Friday in the month then. So I only have to think of 4 ideas instead of 3. I also want to do like my wrap-ups as well. I'm not sure what else to do. So we're just going to move on to now this one. So every Wednesday I'll upload. So what I want to do is maybe do a shop with me in Poundland for Valentine's. Because I would have had a shop with me in Home Bargains and B&M 2 weeks prior to that. So I think I want to do the B&M, Home Bargains, Poundland, so that's definitely one there, because there's no point in doing any more Valentine's before the 14th. I think if I do it like the week before, a couple of weeks before, this is what I'm trying to do with my shop with me, especially if it's like a season, for example like Valentine's or Christmas or Halloween or like that. Like I want to put them like a couple of weeks before so that people can watch them and then think, oh yeah, that's in the range, that's in B&M, that's in Home Bargains, and then they can go out and buy it ready for that season, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm trying to do, is have them up ready to go. And then where else could I do it? I don't know, because obviously the range, but I feel like, are they really Valentine-y? I'm not sure, because I don't think I've ever done a shop with me in the range for Valentine's, but I may have to go and have a look while I'm doing it, if that makes sense. So I'll have to have a look and see. I also want to do a video of like self-love, like not self-love, that sounds really weird, like a video for Valentine's, but like because I'm not with anybody, I feel like it shouldn't just be about being with somebody, it can be about doing it yourself. Like you could take care of yourself. And even though it is on the 14th, which is a Thursday, that doesn't really matter, because then I could do it the week end before and then upload it ready for the 15th. I'm not sure. That's what I mean, I get a little bit stuck, and this is why I'm trying to like think of the video ideas before. But I definitely want to do something to do with like self-care, looking after myself, ready for Valentine's sort of thing, which will have to go on the 15th. I'll just put the video idea just down, just to see. And then when I come to it, I'll have to maybe rearrange or something. But I might have more video ideas as I go on, but this current moment I don't. So I'll just be like, self-love. So just like shopping, I could do shopping, skincare, that sort of thing. I think majority of them I do like to do my shop. I do like to do my shop with me's, because like I say, that's what this channel was about a long time ago, and I feel like that's what the videos that get the most views are, my shop with me's, and people like them. I mean, I hold my hands up, in the Asda one, that did get a hell of a lot of views, and I had a few comments on there that was a bit arsey because I swore in them. But again, if you don't like my videos and you don't want to watch them, click off. I do swear, and I do say that I swear in my videos, so if you don't like that, just go. Like at the end of the day, I go around shop with me, I'm not going to put on a front and say, oh yeah, this is really nice. If I don't like it, I'm not going to like it. Do you know what I mean? And it's just easier, because that's my personality. So if you don't like it, don't watch it. You don't have to comment that, but the end of the day, if you do comment, it's just going to help my channel and it's going to boost my video a bit more. So, you know, each to their own. But anyway, at the end of the day, my shop with me's do have swear words in, because I do swear, and I'm not gonna not do that, because that's me. So yeah. Anyway, just a little disclaimer out there. I have my shop with me's. I do like my shop with me's. If you don't want to watch that particular shop with me where I am swearing or doing whatever in the video, don't watch it. Just click off. Yeah, I think they're the two so far. I'm not going to push myself to do any more video ideas. There might be other videos that come out that are trending, that people do, because throughout the year, obviously, things start to trend, things start to change, you know, all these new trends start coming out, and sometimes you have to jump on that if it's relevant to what you do. So I'm just going to plan that bit so far, which is quite a few videos actually. So I think for my itsvorny one, obviously I've done 2 already. So I want to do the charity shop one, right? So in January, as you can see, I've got a charity shop / bargain hunting one, and I feel like every time I do a charity shop haul or video, or I want to go in the charity shop and try and find stuff, I can never find anything, and it's so disappointing. Now I did go the other day and I ended up finding a lot of books. Now obviously this channel is not about books, so I didn't put it in this video, but I found quite a few books that were popular and something that I would actually read, and sometimes that does not happen. So I went in a whim and thought, oh, I'll just see, and then ended up finding it. I do want to do the unwanted gifts things, but I feel like I have to do that in January and not February. I don't know, like unwanted Christmas gifts or that sort of thing, where people resell on unwanted gifts, and even some people sell on a gift that's not even unwrapped. I'm like, how do you know what's in it if you've not opened it? I wanted to just see that. There is another one where people buy like suitcases and stuff, and they buy like unwanted post, or not unwanted post, like where people have undelivered parcels, but again I don't really know where to get that from. But it'd be really interesting to see what things that people have ordered, and for me to do a video on that, because I would love that. I would love to find stuff that people have had undelivered or stuff like that, and I can have it in my hand and think, oh, I wonder what's in this, so it's a bit of a surprise myself, and just to see what it is. I don't know where you can get that from, so if you do, let me know, because I definitely want to make a video like that when doing stuff like that. So if you know where to get these from, all these parcels and stuff and ideas from, let me know in the comments, because I can have a look into that, and I want to film a video where I'm unboxing them and seeing what's in them. And also, if you do have any ideas of what you want to see from me, then let me know in the comments, because I'm more than happy to accept your suggestions, because it means that you want to see the videos that I make. So yes, they are the ones I've done so far. Obviously, like I say, I'm not going to push myself too much, because I'll probably think of videos as it goes along, and I don't want to be sitting here doing 12 months, because that is a fucking headache in itself. So I think that's all for now. Obviously I'll have my booktube and not booktube, my BookTok and my other TikTok channels, but I think I'm not going to plan them. I'm just going to do them however I feel like, and obviously I can take some highlights from my YouTube videos and put them onto there as well. I think for now that's probably about it. To be fair, I could do my meal plan on there as well, but I like to have it in the kitchen so I know what I'm eating when I'm eating it. So I do have a weekly plan of food, which I bought from Temu, I think quite a while ago. I don't know how many sheets I've got left, to be fair, so I might have to buy another one. Let me see if I can find it. You have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so you can plan for every single day. And you have breakfast, lunch and dinner, which obviously breakfast, it'll mainly be the same in the week, and then more than likely be the same in Saturday and Sunday as well. But because it's got lunch and dinner on it, I can plan each meal then, and it's easier for me to see, and then I can put obviously the week commencing whatever. And it also has a grocery list as well, so if you wanted to put on what you want to buy for that week, then it can go on there, and obviously snacks and stuff, but I don't use that because it's just easier for me to just plan meals instead. So I need to plan them out. I have no idea what I'm going to put. Right, I've planned it. The only day I haven't finished is Friday. And some of them I'm going to have to make like closer to the time, because obviously I'm going to have to leave it in the fridge. And I don't want it to be left in there for about a couple of days. So yes, we're going to make the main ones, so the dinner ones, and then the other ones, some of them I'll be able to make, some of them I won't. So I'm going to go and do this now. If you did enjoy that video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.